Hi guys, set 9.5 is going to be coming out pretty soon, and I wanted to talk about one of the hardest things that it is to learn with the new set, and probably one of the most important, and that is the openers to get you through the early game. Because everybody knows if you have a strong early game, you're going to be healthy, you're going to have a lot of gold, and you're going to be able to get to your in-game board a lot easier. And that's also one of the main things that changes with new sets. So let's get into it. This is a new one. It's called basically the Bilgewater opener. I think this is easily one of the strongest openers in the game right now, and Graze is an amazing item holder and carry. You can either play this with more like Bastion frontline, or you can play it with Rogues. Rogues are very powerful right now as well. And you can also play it as Jinx as a secondary carry. But mainly you're going to use Graves as your item holder. The next one that's going to be up is pretty much the classic. Like everybody knows this from the previous set 9. It's going to be the Ionia opener where you use Jhin as an item holder. You can also use Ashe as well because she's a Vanquisher. This one is a little bit different because you don't have Deadeye or anything like that, and you're not really gonna be able to like slap in a bunch of challengers like you would before. Like let's say you didn't have Jhin or Ashe, you could like put Samira Kalista in here and just have like a challenger opener, right? But since the Ionia units are not really like units that kind of like line up with the stacking challengers anymore, there's no more Yasuo or anything like that. This is gonna be like pretty much your bread and butter how this is gonna look. Your next one is going to be Demacia opener. You're pretty much just going to do this whenever you have 3 Demacia, and you're mainly going to use Poppy or Galio as your item holder for the Demacia item. Just because like whatever is going to be 2-star first, like let's say you have 2-star Poppy, you're going to use that as item holder. Let's say you have 2-star Galio, use that as an item holder. And then you can just keep plugging in more Demacia units. Like if you find a random Sona, you can put the 5 Demacia. Or if you run, you find like maybe more Slayer units, you can run that as well. And if you can find Quinn early, which is, 3 cost, maybe a little bit hard to find, she makes an amazing item holder as well, especially for the second Demacia item. And she's really good for holding 80 items for late game builds. And of course, Kayle is always going to be good at holding Rageblade. Another one is going to be pretty much the classic Void opener. This one's a little bit stronger than it is on live, mainly because they extremely buff Cho'Gath on the PvE server. I think he's insane as a early game tank item holder, and he will definitely get you to late game. And also, if you get any like damage kind of bruiser items, you can put it on Rek'Sai. Or also, you can go for like more of the AP Void backline kind of thing. If you find an early Malzahar plus Vel'Koz combo, you can use that as like go for more kind of Sork. So you can either do like bruiser heavy, or you can do like Sork heavy with the backline. So Void is very flexible in what you can do. There's a ton of frontline. So kind of just like flex around the Void units, mainly Cho and Rek'Sai and Malzahar like the core, and then either add more bruisers in or add more mages in. Next one's going to be, the classic Noxus opener. Everybody knows this. You can use Cassio or Samira as an item holder, whatever you get upgraded first and whatever you have items for. Obviously, if you have AP items, put it on Cassio. If you have 80 items, put it on Samira. And then you can just plug in like whatever kind of unit you need. You can even put Nefari in. He's a new unit who's Shurima and Challenger, and now Shurima only takes 2 units to activate. So if you get him early, you can do that as well. Otherwise, you're just gonna like slap in, Juggernauts and Swain and like whatever else for frontline. And then the last one is going to be Invokers. There's a lot of like ways you can play this. You can play this like with 2 Invokers with more frontline, like maybe like more Bastions or just like whatever frontline you find, like a Swain or something, and pair it with a Taric. But the main core is just going to be like if you find a Cassio too early or a Milio early, you're going to play around those and probably have Cassio or Soraka as your item holder. And then you just like plug whatever frontline in you can with this. And then you can just use this build to transition you into pretty much like any like late game AP build. I hope this helped you guys, and good luck at the mid set.